Hi, Lainey Johnson coming to you from Newport Beach, California. In today's video, I want to talk about gift giving. Initially, when I was writing the script, I wrote it with the intent of grandparents giving to grandchildren. However, this can be applicable to anybody who's in a financial position to give money to loved ones. Now, in this video, I want to discuss options of giving and also strategy and protection behind gift giving. So I hope you enjoy this video. First consideration is know the tax laws. Generally, if you're giving over $15,000 per taxpayer, you have to file a form with the IRS to notify them of the gift, and this is in reference to a gift tax obligation. So make sure you check in with your CPA and you know what the tax laws are prior to giving a gift. The second consideration is ask before you give. Financial assistance can be a difficult topic. If you're giving money to a minor, I would encourage you to speak with their parent or legal guardian. And later in this video, I'm going to talk about ways in which you can give if you're worried about mismanagement or if there's a history of perhaps poor financial decisions to the party in which you wish to give to. The third consideration is review your potential gift giving with your financial advisor and your CPA. To safeguard your financial position, ensure that you're seeking guidance from the professionals to make sure this gift will not compromise you from reaching your financial goals. Now that we've talked about considerations before gift giving, I want to give you some examples of how you can give that will have the greatest impact on your loved ones. The first option is open a 529 college savings plan for your loved one. If the money is intended for college, this might be one of the best vehicles that you can use to facilitate such a gift. Be sure to work with a financial advisor and know that the money will be invested in the stock market and will fluctuate over time. And also know that the distributions taken will be tax-free as long as they're used for higher education. The second option is perhaps you want to co-sign on a loan for your loved one. Make sure you understand the terms of the loan, make sure you understand who's responsible for paying the loan so you avoid default on the loan, and also know that it's harder for younger people to qualify for loans with credit requirements that have changed, so perhaps co-signing on a loan for your loved one might be a useful way to give them money. The third option is pay an expense directly. Now, you can pay medical, college expenses directly without incurring federal tax liability. So perhaps you make a payment for their medical or dental health or to their college or financial institution directly. The next option is perhaps you set up a custodial account and you buy stock for your loved one and you help them get into the understanding of what it means to invest in the stock market. The next option is perhaps you want to set up a trust for your loved one. Now, depending on the amount of money you wish to give or the wealth that you're dealing with, perhaps creating a trust and setting specific limits on how the money should be distributed after you pass away might be the best way to give money to a loved one. And lastly, you can always give cash. But again, know the tax laws. Make sure you don't give beyond the amount designated by the IRS for the fiscal year that we are in. And if you do, make sure you consult with your CPA to file a gift tax form. Gift giving can be such a rewarding thing for both the giver and the recipient. So I hope you found this video useful, and if you have any questions on particulars or you want to discuss your situation, feel free to give me a call. I am always happy to